Hello, friend, and welcome to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Janet Cagle, certified life coach, business strategist, and lover of all things related to up-leveling my life and yours. My goal is to help you experience a mind shift that gets you one step closer to your goals, whatever they are. My goal is not to keep you wrapped up in self-help all day, just 10 minutes. And who doesn't have 10 minutes, right? Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the podcast. And thank you. Again, I'm going to thank you for all the love. I am so excited to be hearing how much you are loving the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast, the bite-sized little chunks of knowledge nuggets that come to you every week. I'm loving you for loving it. So thank you. Keep leaving me the reviews and the stars and all the things. That is what helps your podcast move up the new and noteworthy list. I did a little research. I found some answers to my own question last week. So thank you very much. Let's keep this up. All right, so this is episode 4, but it is the second episode in a 3-part series of Create More Time. And I started that last week. So last episode, we talked about your relationship with time. If you've not listened to that one, I suggest that you go there first and listen to that, and then hop right back over here and listen to this one. So I'm going to teach you the things that I have learned about time over the last 25 years. You, my friends, are going to be able to fast track your results in no time. So it doesn't matter if you're a CEO, a stay-at-home mom, a life coach, a truck driver. Learning to manage your time will create and expand your time. What you do with time matters just as much as how you think about time. I know you all have heard that we all have 24 hours in a day, right? And it's what we do with it that matters. It's true, but that thought all by itself might send you on a quest to just fill up your day with things to do, and that isn't the point of managing your time. Once you really understand how you feel about time, you will know where you need to take action and clean up your thoughts around time. So if you listen to episode 2, I talk about possibility thoughts. You can use that exercise to clean up your thoughts about time. But then what? So the next step is decide what to do with your time. You get to decide what to do with your time. You get to decide if you want to work, if you want to play with the kids, if you want to garden or shop or eat, whatever your heart desires. You get to decide. Now, this is the time that my students will tell me that they have to work. They have to take care of the kids. They have to clean. So no, they don't get to decide. And this is where they would be wrong. We do get to decide. Now, we will be responsible for the consequences of our decisions, but the truth is that we get to do whatever the heck we decide that we want to do. For example, I decided I do want to work. I like money. I like having a nice home and visiting my family. I decided that I do want to ride horses and earn a bronze medal in dressage. I decided to marry the man of my dreams, and I decide every day that he is amazing and beautiful. So often we think that life just happens to us. And when you think life is just happening to you, we aren't aware of the opportunities that we have to affect our lives, to cause the effect in our lives, to cause the experience that we want to experience in our lives. We don't stop to think how we got here. We got here by deciding. When I started doing this work, I had a reality check and woke up from my own train of thought that said, I don't have control of my time. My boss does, my daughter does, or my husband does, but I don't. So after working with my coach and learning a few things about how things really work, I decided to decide how I wanted to spend my time, and how I spend my time was going to be things that I get to do, not things that I have to do. Now, it's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. What do you want to do with your time? Decide where you don't want to waste time any longer. What are things that light you up and ignite you? What are things that you love spending your time doing? And what are some things that drain you? It's important to be aware of the things that suck your energy because it's easy for all of us to fall into the trap of thinking about these things in a way that creates resentment. And resentment is draining. When we become aware of things that drain our energy, we have 3 options. Number 1, decide they don't add value and stop doing them. 2, decide they do add value, but you aren't going to be the one doing them. 3, decide to work on a different thought about these things so they don't drain you. Here's an example of my list of life sucks as I saw them. Number 1, getting groceries. Number 2, walking the dogs. And number 3, emptying the dishwasher. Now, don't judge me or laugh at my list, people. I'm trying to be vulnerable here. Stay with me. Now, I got to decide that all of these things had value and that I wanted them to get done. But did I have to be the one to do them? Did it have to be me? I decided that I didn't want to spend 2 hours a week or more getting groceries. I thought about the travel time, the shopping time, the experience of shopping that I just don't like at all. Nope, not for me. So groceries are now bought online and I either pick them up or they get delivered. Totally worth it. The rest of it, I decided to work on how I was thinking about it so it wasn't an energy suck. The thought work that I did around walking the dogs and doing other chores changed the way I looked at those things. And when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I don't know who said that. That's a really good quote. I love it. These things that drain me now energize me, and I look forward to the task, and I'm thankful I have the ability to walk and bend, and I have amazing dogs, and who doesn't love a dishwasher after all? But the point is that as long as I was looking at chores from a place of dread, it was draining. Thinking that something is a drain on you makes it a drain on you. If there's something that you decide that you're going to continue doing, I strongly recommend that you do your mindset work about it. Life is too short to have energy sucks in it. Take 10 minutes this week to decide what things you want to keep in your life that fire you up and ignite you, and give equal time to those things that drain you. Then put them through the test of deciding if you're going to keep them or delegate them to be done or change the way that you think about them. In some cases, we just need to shift our thoughts from things we think we have to do and start seeing them as things we get to do. That's a wrap of the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast. I hope that you were able to experience your own mind shift today. Listen, if you're ready to take this work to the next level, I highly recommend Life by Design Academy. It's my one-on-one coaching program that offers you a transformation at the speed of life.